Well, hello, pundits. Welcome to the Ring and Rant. I am going to see if I can sort this out. At the moment, my screen is not showing me what I need to, so that's okay. I'm over in the corner and trying to get it sorted to get myself into the middle, but that's all right. Okay, so welcome. What a weekend. It was absolutely all over the place in terms of the championship for the weekend. It just went absolutely crazy. I couldn't believe how many crazy results there were this weekend in the championship. And yes, I am still trying to get myself into the middle of the page because for whatever reason, what normally shows up at the bottom of the screen isn't here. And I can't see where it is. So unfortunately, as Paddy is working his way in, thank you. Paddy's fixed it for me. I think Paddy fixed it. What a legend. But it's all good, and welcome everybody. I can see people jumping in now. Hey Wayne, hey Habs, hey Chicky Brewer, Marie, Nick. Nobody puts Kenny. Well, yes, it is literally. I am. You're right, Marie. I'm impersonating Aaron. I'm in the car. I'm in Melbourne. I'm in Victoria, so I am not in sunny Queensland. I'm in rainy Melbourne, but that's okay. I've pulled over. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm fully stopped. And I'm here to see everyone. So Paddy is working his way in, obviously. I'm not too sure he can jump in whenever he wants, but his video's not on at the moment. But what an amazing weekend of results. Cannot believe it. We have gone and handed Coventry their first defeat of the season, which was absolutely amazing. It was how we've all been wanting to see Wrexham play for a while now. It was amazing to see the result. We went down 1-0. I hope John Merrill's around. I'd love John to hop in the show today. But maybe we will see if he's available because Birmingham had a massive win. They won 4-0. But it was interesting. I'd had another question for John because he did mention I thought for the game to be good that we would have to go up 1-0, and we didn't. We went down 1-0, and I was very nervous. But boy, did we show some ticker. It was amazing. I could not. I'm here watching NFL. Well, get off the NFL, John, and get in here and have a chat. You really do want to come in and have a chat. It was an amazing weekend. Coventry lost. Middlesbrough lost. Birmingham won. Wrexham won. Just unbelievable. Yeah, it was really, really good. And George saying, an ugly finish, or still, it has been painful to watch these past few weeks. Well, yes and no. I mean, it has been tough, but 7 points out of our last 3 games, which was a really, really amazing result because I would have been super happy with 4. So to get 7 was fantastic. I'm not too sure. Which reminds me, John will need the link. So I will whack that up in our private chat as I'm talking to you guys. So I'm doing that for John. That's all done. But yeah, it was really interesting. So when I'll bring up the table, which is amazing when you look at it. So just an amazing set of results, to be honest, when I look at this table, with Coventry still on top by 3 points over Middlesbrough. And then we had Stoke City sitting in third on 24 with Millwall, who have steadily made their way up the table and are now sitting very pretty. Only 1 point off automatic promotion. Then you got Bristol City and Preston rounding out the top 6, and Hull only sitting outside the top 6 on for and against. Then our good mates Charlton, who came up with us on 8, sitting in 8th position on 20, followed by Ipswich on 19, Watford and Birmingham with West Brom and QPR on 18. Then Leicester City tied with Wrexham. Can you believe it? And only ahead of us on goal difference. They have a positive goal difference of 1, while we're on a flat line of 0. We've managed to get our goal difference back to 0. And we're tied with Swansea, the other Welsh team, on 0 with their goal difference. Derby County on -1. Then there's a drop-off of 4 points down to Oxford United as we go further down the list. So, yeah, very interesting indeed to see how that has all gone in terms of the table. And as I scroll through that and get down to the bottom, you can see Sheffield Wednesday down there on -5 with their penalty. Blackburn, who actually beat Middlesbrough on the weekend. Amazing result for them, sitting up there in 19th. But, I mean, the relegation is Sheffield United, Norwich, and Sheffield Wednesday. So 9, 8, and 5. Southampton, who aren't going well. I mean, I thought Sheffield United had turned the corner, but with a couple of wins 2 games ago in a row and on 9 points. But they have then gone and lost their last 2 games, which makes it very interesting. But they're only 1 win behind Southampton as we start to push our way up. So we're still, we are now 8 points clear of relegation, but only 5 points off the Paddy, here we are. I was looking at another screen while I was talking. Welcome, buddy. How you doing?
Good.
Well, I'm sitting in a car, mate. But wow, what a weekend!
That's okay. You got me out of bed. No problem.
Excellent. Could you believe the weekend we've just had?
Oh, amazing! It's great.
You know, I just think just crazy. I'll let you control the screen because I'm in the car for whatever reason. I'm not getting to see all of the things I need to. Yeah. So but I mean, yeah, just the results like Coventry losing, Middlesbrough losing. Yeah, very interesting. Birmingham having a massive win 4-0 after us talking with John about how they can't score goals, and they go and have a 4-0 victory.
Yeah, against the team we're playing next.
That's true. You know, so hopefully they don't get the bounce back. Hopefully they're just deep in the mud.
There's some really interesting teams down low in the table.
There is, isn't it?
It's crazy. There's definitely another couple of managers going to get sacked soon.
Oh, okay. Who's next on the sack watch, Paddy?
Okay, we've been calling Norwich for ages. However, the owner has come out, or the upper management anyway, have come out and said that they are still supporting him. Apparently, there's a couple of whispers that it's actually the head of football that may be taking the blame. So maybe he'll go instead. So we'll wait and see on that one.
Interesting.
Leicester obviously are like they're okay on the table, I suppose, for now. You're not in such a rush, but that's poor for them starting. And if they do get a deduction later in the season, which they must be worried about, I think that's safe for a while. But then you look at Southampton. Southampton is the one that's in trouble.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Leicester's okay. Just back to Leicester for a second. They're definitely going to get a points deduction. It's just a matter how many.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be 12 points.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Now, here I was thinking, even with a 12-point deduction, that they were still going to probably pretty comfortably make the playoffs. I'm starting to doubt that now.
Yes, that's what a lot of people are starting to doubt, I would think, yeah. Yeah.
Because with a 12-point deduction, that would put them all the way down on 5 points right now, which would put them literally 17 points, which is 6 full wins. They've got to do 6 full wins better than the current 6th place team, which is no mean feat.
Yeah. And sorry, I just said Southampton like they haven't just sacked their manager today. Will Still is gone. They've announced they've dumped him.
I can't believe that. I mean, well, I'm shocked. I get it, but I'm shocked.
I'm not so shocked, to be honest. I'm not.
I mean, it is the championship. It is the
championship, exactly. League. Yeah. I just looked at the scoreboard there. Actually, where is it? Norwich in 23rd, 5 losses up on the board there. I don't know if it's even worse than that, off the top of my head, but they're still backing him. That's so interesting.
2 wins, 2 draws, and 9 losses. So, you know, I mean, I think Sheffield Wednesday and Norwich are my 2 certainties for going down.
I wouldn't absolutely write off Norwich just yet, but it's interesting they're down this low. Absolutely, it is. Could they potentially get out of it? I think they can. Lots of changes potentially, but come January, a couple of new players, new manager, they could potentially slide out of it. But this is horrendous. Yeah, so they're on a 6 in a row loss streak.
Yeah.
So if you go back to before us. They had a draw with Coventry, which is okay. It's Coventry. Then they lost to us. They drew with Stoke, lost to West Brom, lost to Ipswich, lost to Bristol City. And then they lost to Derby, lost to Swansea, and now they've lost to Hull.
Yeah.
And next up is Sheffield Wednesday.
Mm.
Then Leicester, then Birmingham. I'll tell you, if Sheffield Wednesday take them out, that'll just be ridiculous for them.
You wouldn't want to, yeah, and you wouldn't want to be playing Birmingham right now. They're just the favourites to win the league. Oh, John, how you going?
One game, Ken. One game. Come on now.
Killing it. 4-0, John. What happened?
It should have been
They sacked their manager. That's what happened. No, he's safe for now. He's fine.
Safe as houses, that guy. So
Yeah.
it should have been 6 or 7, to be honest. We were just really good, to be honest. So I think we made a few key personnel changes. We had Dutch fit to start, and that kind of transformed our front line. We had a guy up front who was physical but an extremely gifted footballer, and they couldn't deal with him, to be honest.
Right. Now, guys, just so you know, I invited Josh on and Aaron was invited as well. We wanted to have a bit of a chat today. I've turned Ring and Rant today just into rant. I wanted the boys, I wanted to have a chat. And yeah, so tell me what did you just totally wear them out, John, for us, so that when we play them through the week that they're easy fodder? What did you do?
I was actually quite surprised how poor they were, because their away form, or they've been better away from home than they have been at home. So I was expecting a really tough game. But yeah, they were dreadful, to be honest. I mean, the funny thing is they had more possession than us at the end of the day, which was quite a surprise. But they went through a stage.
Stop. That's not a surprise. What do you mean they had more possession than you? That's how the game works. You give the other team possession, and then you win the match. At least that's how we do it. Maybe you should learn from us. You need to learn from us.
It doesn't work like that for us. The funniest thing was that whole possession thing was the last 15 minutes of the first half, where literally we just sat there and went, well, okay, we're going to get to half time, and they just passed the ball pretty much. I think we sat there and they had a move which must have been about 70 passes, and it didn't really go past the halfway line. And I think that's where most of their possession stats came from. But yeah, it's they were really poor, I have to say. And by the sound of things, that their fans are they believe they've got to beat you for the manager to realistically not be under serious pressure of losing his job. So
wow,
there's another one then. Ooh.
Well, they are at home. I mean, but
yeah,
we're the only team to beat Coventry so far this year. Just saying.
Yeah, deservedly so too.
Maybe I'll get to sing "You're Gonna Get Sacked in the Morning" with the Portsmouth fans. That'll be fun.
Yep. Let's get another expert in here. Let's get another expert in here.
Is Aaron here?
I did hear that.
Of course you did.
Hold on. What the hell happened to the nothing?
Yeah, I'm clicking the wrong buttons.
Oh, that's better. Oh no.
No.
That's better.
What the hell?
That's better.
What happened here?
I love it. I don't know.
Yeah, we're missing the normal setup.
This is a Brady Bunch.
It's so weird. It's so weird. Hi.
Fine margins. Fine margins.
It's like right there. Hey guys, I heard you say expert. That is totally wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ken, are you at a McDonald's?
No, I am sitting in a car park outside a shopping centre in Victoria, just outside of Melbourne.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty crazy. But anyway, yeah, so I'm very interesting. So you think they're going to get sacked? The manager's going to get sacked from Portsmouth if they lose to us?
That's what I wouldn't say that's what's going to happen, but their fans were very, very annoyed with the result, the performance. And if you look at that, I think they've got like, is it 1 win and 10, or what? It might even be more. You know, they are on a dreadful run of form. And they've not been good at home either, which obviously last season they were exceptional at home. That's where they got the majority of their points. They have been poor at home this season, so it is a really big game for them. It feels come Wednesday.
Okay. So when we dive into this, John, I'm going to have a quick question for you, because we both said it, that I thought for it to be a good game, we needed to score first against Coventry. And you actually said if Coventry score first, the match will be all over. And then Wrexham just showed an amazing amount of heart. And put in our best performance of the year so far.
Yes.
I think that's a fair comment.
Yeah, totally agree. I would say, yes, I did kind of think if they scored first, you would struggle to get back into it.
Yeah.
They did have an opportunity where they did break through, and one of their guys decided to shoot when actually he should have just squared the ball. And I think I can't remember who. I think it might have been Mason Clark. Pretty much had a tap in, and that would have been 2-0. But I think I actually think a bit of. I think you boys obviously played exceptionally well, and they couldn't deal with Kiefer Moore. They couldn't deal with the tempo. But I almost think that they got a bit. I think they got a bit cocky. They went 1-0 up, and I thought they kind of sat there and went, "Oh, we'll just win this game. You know, we'll go through the motions." And I think you just thumped them on the nose basically, and they didn't recover.
Yeah, and just before we go to the other boys, one more to you, John. You've already said it. Lewis O'Brien doesn't score goals, and Lewis O'Brien had one of the best chances, and decided not to shoot a goal.
He didn't even shoot.
An open, like just him on the keeper, and he decided not to shoot.
Yeah, but he was still one of your best players on the night.
He was.
Agreed. But how many attacking style players, when it's you and the keeper and the goal mouth, don't take a shot?
I get, but he's not that type of player. And you take him out your side, your midfield is not the same.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So unfortunately, you're going to have to live with the fact that he's going to miss chances, because that's kind of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a fair call. Well, I've taken up the show with the left-hand side of the screen. Let's go over to the right-hand side of the screen and talk to the boys. Nothing. It's the crickets.
Patty. Trying to overcorrect the Patty league. There you go. Go ahead, Patty. Sorry.
Is that better? More centered now.
Hold on, wait. Sorry, go ahead, Patty. All you.
No, it was an amazing match. Really was. We could have scored a couple of goals in the first half. Didn't again. And what do? We look good all over the pitch. In fairness, we look good in defence. We look good in midfield. And we got the goals and the assists. A hat trick. Like, there's no more you can ask for, really.
Double hat trick.
Well, that's not true, Paddy. What you can ask for is to have goalless defence, and then you would have got the tip right, because you tipped 3-0.
I know, yeah. Still, I bet you nobody else tipped us to win, did they?
Yes. Aaron did, I think.
Aaron did?
Oh, and Victor.
Victor says he always predicts. Yeah, he always predicts Wrexham to win, he says. So
yes. And yeah, so it was Aaron, Paddy, and Victor that got the got
so
that
it's only
one
you
right.
three then. You three turncoats.
Well,
I'm not in it.
Josh isn't in it.
I'm not in it. Go.
He's not in it, and I'm not really a turncoat, so
yeah. He's wearing blue.
So just Ken, really.
And to be fair, I tipped a draw against the team that's leading the league.
Yeah.
No confidence in your own team. Shocking.
I did tip a Birmingham loss, though. That really worked out well.
The league really leagued yesterday.
No, I'm sure I got the Birmingham win as well. Yeah. Didn't get the score 4-0.
Yeah, okay. That's enough of him. Yeah.
You know, when Ken's topped up on McDonald's in a car park, he'll do whatever the hell he wants, right?
I've had my coffee, and there is a bagel shop in Melbourne that does amazing bagels, Josh. That's what I've had today.
Yeah, what are you doing with that bagel?
Eating it.
Okay. There is a hole in the middle.
I don't know what you do with your bagels in America, Josh, but we eat ours.
Yeah, do you know, I heard that comment and I'm like, okay, I'm out of the loop on this. I absolutely do not know what else you do with a bagel. I barely even know what a bagel looks like.
I know
I do.
exactly where he was going with it, and I was not saying a damn thing.
No.
A bagel, yeah, anyway. Shit. What was the question?
Josh is trying to drag the show down, people. Can you believe that? You know,
Honestly, I'm just happy to be a guest on a it's fun.
and we're happy to have you, Josh.
Josh, this is why I miss being on the shows with you.
I know. Just tank a show. Just here we go.
Yeah.
Because someone else who actually will get down in the gutter to my level.
Just right under the big.
I try not to go there when I'm on my own.
Yeah.
But
professionalism, right?
If someone else is willing to go there.
Welcome to the local pundit.
Okay, so can you believe Watford actually beat? Just out of curiosity, Watford beat Middlesbrough 3-0.
Yeah.
Just changing tack.
Yeah. That was probably the second best surprise of the weekend, other than us beating Coventry City, for sure. I would say.
I don't know. John will agree with you.
No.
It's a surprise that Birmingham won.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
It was a surprise we won 4-0, not that we won.
Right.
Well, to be honest, John, I thought we were going to go past you on for and against, but now we're both on 0 again. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're always there to rain on your parade. Don't worry about that.
No, the time's coming. It's coming. Wrexham to win the league.
Middlesbrough have also lost to Portsmouth.
Who's that kid? Hickey?
Hackney, yeah.
Yeah, that kid's good, huh?
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah.
Is he the best player in the league?
He's up there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That one's all for you. That one's all for you, Josh. That one's all for you.
Yeah, I just sorry, I dragged the show. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Nice one, Sarah.
Oh, speaking of dragging the show down, Aaron just part-timer? What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know what's happened to Aaron.
Who's Aaron?
Can you spell it?
How's it go? Never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
Yeah.
No. I have a question. Sorry, Josh, I want to know. Well, okay, we don't need him. No one needs him. Yeah.
Yeah, just keep talking about decent players. Kim had this message earlier, but I didn't get a chance to put it up. Josh Sargent will want it out of Norwich in January. He won't want to have a relegation. Could you imagine him going down to League One?
He can go to West Ham and he'll be right back where he started.
Yeah.
Deep shit. I was looking at it today. There's some teams. Listen, if we don't get promoted, the two of our sides, there's some teams that are coming down. Wolves are coming down. West Ham are coming down. There could be some big stuff, even though there could be some big teams coming down. Big teams. We got
a new person, Finn, in the chat here.
He was on the other day on the watch along. He was on the watch along.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Wrexham. You were a much better team on the night. So I'm assuming a Coventry fan. Is that the Coventry logo there?
It is.
Put a number on us. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Well, appreciate that, Finn. Yeah, fair play for your comment. And I was just impressed to see. Okay, so for me, it was the intent that we played with that made the difference for me. I was so happy to see that intent.
And we didn't slow down at 2-1 either.
Yeah.
But when we got ahead again, they kept pushing, which is good to see.
Yeah.
There was a lot of space out there. Do you think that Windass let the cat out of the bag of what the internal talk was? I don't know if you guys heard that.
I did hear it, and I was kind of wondering. He could very well have been pushing the idea that everybody's good enough to do this, but they just may not have been good enough. Like, this was almost our best starting 11. You can tweak it and you can change one or two players, But that's basically our starting 11. I don't think some of our weaker players and some of our backup players are good enough to play that type of football and to be solid enough. So that I think is part of the problem that maybe he was dealing with. And now, did anybody want a conspiracy theory?
There we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Made this up. Right. I've heard zero rumors about this. I've made it up completely in my head. When I heard that, that he was potentially pushing the team, you're better than this, you can do it, or whatever, kind of along those lines. Notice that he's no longer captain.
Yeah, you said that in the pregame.
Yeah.
Why? What happened? What do you think?
I don't know. But I just wondered, did he rub some people the wrong way by his kind of, right, guys, come on, we can really do this, pushing for be better. Maybe some people just didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And or plus some of his own performance did drop off. So it could simply have been Parky saying, look, you don't need the extra pressure of the captaincy and the responsibilities there. Just focus on scoring your goals and getting your assists. Which is no bad thing, if that's it.
I will say there is another show there with Paddy and the six voices in his head. But we did mention at Paddy on the pregame the fact that, I don't like Josh Windass as a captain because I don't like your creative attacking players as captain. I want them to not have to worry about being a captain and just be creative. And not have to worry about the things they do in attack, because sometimes an attacker has to do something a bit out of the normal run of play to create, whereas a midfielder or a defender has to play a certain style most of the time, especially defenders. I think I much prefer seeing, a Sheaf, Matty James, a Hyam, in this case, Cleworth, as a captain.
Cleworth should not be captain. Sorry. I'm sorry. Cleworth should be nowhere near the captaincy in any match, in my opinion, at 22. He should not be anywhere near being a captain. It's not. He's not vocal. He's not, and he doesn't embody the stability of what you need for the championship. He's just not that guy. He's a good player, but he's not a captain. That's the point right now. That's going to piss a lot of people off. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to agree with you, Josh. And John, and your thoughts on that?
# save Max. No, I kind of understand where you're coming from, the Windass thing. I think I've often thought, my theory has often been, I think at Premier League level and the elite level, I actually think a captain is not really that important. I think at Championship level and below, I think a captain is really important to your team, because sometimes it's the guy that makes the on-field tactical decisions in those spare of the moments, where the manager can't make, that instant. They're the voice, aren't they, on the pitch? And I think at times it often helps to have, shall we say, a sensible round-head, a round thinker, somebody that's a bit level-headed, isn't too offensive, isn't too defensive in that regard. So Windass, you may think, I mean, he is a creative flair talent, isn't he? He's always going to think attack. So his messages to everyone would be always, come on, come on, come on. Whereas you would say somebody like a Hyam, or, even somebody, a Rathbone, or somebody who's a bit more of a defensive player would think, no, just calm down a little bit.
Someone with a calmer head like George Dobson.
I said calm head, not a hairstyle, Ken. Come on.
Yeah, okay. But in saying that, okay, I was definitely somebody at the beginning of the season that thought Max was going to have to really knuckle down, and I had my doubts about him being able to perform at this level. And I'll eat my words. He's done it. He's definitely improved. He's showing that he has gone to another level again. The captaincy v not being captain, I understand where you're coming from, Josh, just with his age. I think there's other people. I think there's other people that should be captain ahead of him at the moment. I think he's a future captain.
Yeah, future. But also, I'm going to point that out, not to sound like a total ass, but look what happened. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Look at the performance we put in on Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday in the cup. No one was there to say, "Hey, wake the fuck up."
Yeah,
And
that was the whole team. That was the whole team. That was
a
super disappointing.
hot mess. It was like, taking a dump with warm water in the toilet. It was not good. It was like no one said, "Hey, wake the fuck up."
Josh has some of the best sayings. What difference would the temperature of the water in the toilet make, Josh, when you go to the toilet?
Have you ever felt like warm water coming up the toilet when you go into the? It's not great. It's a steaming. It's not great. My point is, if he's the captain on the pitch should say, "Hey, we're playing like dog mess. Wake up and let's go." And I don't think that he has that voice to do so. That's a fair call.
That's a fair
okay. I'm not so worried about potentially his voice. I don't know whether he does or he doesn't.
For the warm water.
Or the warm water. For me, the issue is that your captain should be able to do their own job blindfolded before you make them captain. They should know everything about their position. They should be comfortable about it, that they have zero thoughts about what their next move is, what they're looking for, what they should be doing. Then they can take on the added responsibilities of watching everybody else's play as well. Reminding people you're sitting too far back, too high up, whatever the case is, organizing people around them. But I don't think Max is there yet because new to the championship, he's playing well, but I don't believe he isn't thinking about what he needs to do at this stage.
Well, to your point, Paddy, to me, that makes one player a standout to be our captain at the moment.
John. Heim.
Nope. Heim.
It's Heim. Yeah.
Heim. John, what's your thoughts on that, John? Who would you make our captain? Stansfield?
No, I'd make it, I don't know, Broadhead just for the shits and giggles because he doesn't play.
He's not even on the pitch.
Captain side of things, I never pay too much attention. I don't think it makes an awful lot of difference, if I'm being brutally honest.
Okay.
I'd like to think, like, if I talk from a Birmingham side of things, we have Clara as captain, and he is a great leader. But I also like to think that we've got enough leaders on the pitch. You don't need a captain to shout at people. They should know their own jobs. They should know what they're doing. If they need to pick up their performances or they need to sort of tighten up defensively or whatever, they should know that. They don't need a guy at the back shouting at them. Should be good enough.
Here's an interesting question for you all. How do you think Sheffield United's feeling about Keith Moore as a player right now?
I was watching. I was watching. I think it was. I was watching United Stand, and someone put in the chat to Goldbridge, like, "What do you think about Kiefer Moore coming to Manchester United in January?" He was like, "Why?" But I mean, he's had a drop off, and now he's come back. I mean, I don't know what it was, what happened, but I thought he's, he's got 7 goals. He's right behind the leaders at 9.
Yep.
But who's going to go down? Who's going down for them? I mean, is Sheffield going to go down? There's a lot of red down. Norwich City have lost like 6 in a row. By the way, have you not seen this?
Yeah, I'm still picking. Sheffield Wednesday and Norwich are going down, and I can't pick the third one at this point in time.
Did Sill get sacked?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What a mess.
I still can't see Norwich going down. Don't. No, that
6 in a row.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's November, isn't it?
November, yeah.
Yeah. You look at their squad. All right, I think a lot of it is massively underperformed, and I think they've signed a lot of players which probably they thought were a lot better than actually what they've turned out to be. But that is not a bottom 3 team or bottom 3 squad. And before it becomes like totally unsavable, they will make a change. I mean, let's be honest, Manning, he won't make Christmas if this carries on. I mean, he
won't make Thanksgiving, mate.
Yeah.
He won't make Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think the owner backs him, doesn't he? But I think he's if for example, if he loses the next 4 or 5 games, he's done. There's no doubt about it.
Have you seen the red? They've lost 4, 5, 6 in a row. Norwich. It was 6 in a row.
Yes.
I'm telling you, they're gone. They're
Okay.
going.
Right, John. Obviously, Sheffield Wednesday down the bottom, they're screwed. But then you have Norwich, Sheffield United, and Southampton. You believe all three are going to escape, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Wednesday might have a bounce.
Not 12 points?
Well, no, it's actually 17 right now.
I know, man.
Yeah.
They're not going to make it up. They're not.
I mean, someone would have to really take a dump on themselves. This league is so weird.
Okay, so just to follow up on that, all right, you guys, do you believe any of them are going to end up in the relegation out of those three?
Who?
Norwich,
Yes.
Sheffield United, and Southampton.
Yes.
Norwich, yes, definitely.
Is that it?
Don't know about the other two. Don't know about the other two.
Well,
Okay.
Sorry, Patty. So I'm actually going to put. I will actually put. The fuck's that team? Leicester City's going to get 12-point reduction, right?
They'll currently be on 5
Probably.
points and 12-point deduction.
Yeah, I'll put Leicester City in there.
Whoa!
Oxford. What?
That's a big call.
No, for the battle down below. Leicester City, Portsmouth, Southampton, Norwich, and Sheffield. I think the battle is going to be, is going to be massive down there. I don't think Leicester City's going to go down, but I think they'll be in the battle.
I don't expect them to go that far, even with their deductions.
Really?
Yeah, I'm starting to worry they won't make playoffs, but I don't have them going down that far.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
It'll be a 12, right? Is that what it'll be? It'll be 12-point reduction.
Probably.
So
unless they get two different deductions. So
yeah, they'll have 5 points right now. If let's say it happened, they'll have 5 points. That's a lot.
What do you think, John?
It's hard. The honest answer is it's impossible to tell because the points are not going to come till later in the season. So at the moment, a 12-point deduction would have a huge impact, obviously, on the total because, like you said, they'd be on 5 points or something, and also it would have a huge effect onto the team and their performances because that would hit them hard. If they get 12 points and later on in the season they've already got 60+ points, it's less of a hit, if you know what I mean. And they will already be a big buffer between them and the bottom relegation fight. So it all depends when that points deduction comes. But I don't, as much as they've struggled to sort of be a top end, or shall we say a top 6 so far this season, they're still miles better than a lot down the bottom.
So you know what they might be on that point, and to Patty's point as well, they might just be disruptors. They might not be relegation fodder. They're not going to get maybe not get in the playoffs if they have the 12-point deduction. They're going to be kind of disruptors. They're a good enough team to go and be in the playoffs and possibly go and be promoted in an auto. But because they're good enough to disrupt what the league would be if they weren't getting disrupted, because we're getting the deduction, they could be the disruptors. Like they could actually screw the table up even more. Maybe not benefit themselves, but they could screw the table up even more.
Well, I'm going to say now, that if it's a 12-point deduction and they're on 5 points, that puts them 17 points out of 6th place, which means they have to be 6 wins better than the worst playoff team right now for the rest of the season. I don't think they can make the playoffs.
Yeah, but you're banking on the playoffs. You're banking on the playoffs that is now is staying like that.
No, I'm not. No, because there's other teams around them. So I'm not banking on that. I'm saying that the law of averages say it's just it's a bridge too far with all those teams that are right up there. If you scroll that ladder up to 6th spot, and you look around 6th, and you look like there's 3 teams on 22.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Birmingham who's still going to win the league in 11th spot, and but okay. So I say that tongue in cheek, but Birmingham's too good a team, and so is Watford. And right now, there's so many, and Ipswich for that matter, that aren't in the 6 that are going to make it that much harder to get past.
Oh yeah, this is the craziest league ever. It is really the craziest.
This year it's got nuts again. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, and if you're talking true about it, what you just said, Leicester City right now are at 17 points, and we're taking them on, right? Minus 12, you think, guys? So they'd be fit. They'd have 5 points. They'd be second to the bottom, which moves Sheffield up one. So they'd be right here. They'd be right here. And again, it is a long season.
I think Leicester will end up finishing about where they are now.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. I didn't realize Watford with that high up the table.
Yeah, they're doing really well.
Had a massive win on the weekend.
I mean, just Middlesbrough. But this is insane.
3-0.
Well, we beat the best team in the world.
Yeah, Middlesbrough.
Josh. Best team in the world.
Middlesbrough for me are interesting with who they've lost to. They've kind of lost to random teams, and
who are the losses? Hold on, there we go. So that one right there, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I know we're going down a rabbit hole here, but this is what we do. October.
Look who bogarted the show here, guys.
Sorry, I'm done. Sorry, I'm out. Sorry, it's not my show.
Oh, keep going. Keep going. I was enjoying it.
McDonald's parking lot. Go ahead. They lost to
Drew with us lost to Portsmouth, who we're playing next.
Yeah.
Who just got smashed by Birmingham 4-0.
Did they do us a favour, or did they hurt us?
I think they did us a favour. I don't think they're in good form at the moment. And I think it will show our team easily as well that, look, they're very beatable.
If Birmingham can beat them, anybody can beat them.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better if we had just won 2-0. And, I think a 4-0, it's like anything, isn't it? If you're the manager in that, and if you're a Portsmouth fan, you're expecting a sort of reaction to that. If you get beat 2-0 away at Birmingham and you're Portsmouth, you kind of go, no, well, it can happen. To get smashed 4-0 when it actually should have been 6 or 7-0, you kind of expect a reaction. You still should be too strong, but
it's away though. We've got to play them at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Sorry, go ahead, Patty. Patty, you're going to the match, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're definitely winning.
Yeah, we're gonna crush them. Patty, what was it?
I haven't seen a win away yet. So
we've got our lucky Irish charm.
Yeah.
From Finland.
Yeah.
Right. So considering you just said away, and we're going to have a small crowd because there was only 1,000 tickets or something they gave us. There was a comment here I started from a little earlier. So for Claire Marie, have you guys seen Rob's tweet?
I didn't know what that meant. Yeah.
Okay. Let me show it. I'll bring it up here. Share screen.
Josh needs a pair of glasses, guys. Look at him. He's squinting there.
There you go. So, from Rob Mack, having spoken to Phil and a lot of the players, it's abundantly clear that the support they received against Coventry made a massive difference. It's hard to be that loud and positive every game for 90 plus minutes over an entire season. But I thought it worth mentioning that when the racecourse is rocking, anything is possible. This is your team. We're all invited and honored to be part of it. Support them in whatever way brings you joy, but know for sure you are making a difference in their success. Thank you.
Shout out to the fans.
Shout out to the fans, but this is one of those they needed to make a shout out to the fans, potentially. Sorry, I did that.
Oh no, that's better.
They needed to kind of make a shout out to the fans because it was interesting earlier in the week, and it is true. A lot of people gave back their tickets and did not go to this match.
Really?
They put them back up for sale. Yes, they did. And we had it on my show in the extra time, where people who were at the match came in and said, yes, it was a little bit light. Some people just didn't turn up and didn't come and watch. And there was a lot of tickets available. So people were obviously still upset enough after the cup match that they didn't want to come and potentially see us lose to the best team in town. So they just decided to stay away. So absolutely that got back to the guys. If he's making a statement like that, now they did, the team were supported well. It was a great crowd, but you're winning as well. So it's a bit of give and take there, in that the team did their job, the crowd did their job. It was an amazing night, all in. But yes, there was a massive, massive reaction after the cup match. And we've been discussing it in the Discord all week, between those that don't understand why people are so upset about the cup loss, and every side of it. Like, people had reasonable comments. Oh, it's only a cup match, no one really cares, it's not worth anything anyway. And I know a lot of managers give up the cups, but it was the Welsh element that made it different for this one. You can overlook a cup loss in general, even at this late stage. Okay, crap, it happens. But it was the Welsh element, and then the fact that it was a weaker team, and then the fact that the team didn't look like they were playing their hearts out.
Yeah.
And for anyone who doesn't know, Kiefer Moore took a lot of criticism after the match for simply laughing and being friendly with the other team as they were leaving the pitch. Now,
really?
Yeah, he knows a lot of them from the Welsh squad and stuff like that, but there was a lot of arguments towards him saying, you know what, after that loss, at our rivals, the fans are going to be upset. The least you can do is look like, you're a little bit upset too, and not laugh and joke with the other team walking off the pitch. You can wait a minute until you're in the tunnel to, at least have a little bit of cop on, not to do that in front of the fans as you're leaving after a horrible result. And this is both sides of the coin. A lot of people will look at that and say, guys, you're being ridiculous. But they don't understand how much depth of feeling there is after being years and years out of the mix. And this is the first real opportunity to play them. Now, we get Swansea this year because they're in the league with us, but we didn't get Cardiff. And it's a big thing to a lot of people. And I think they figured that out when all these tickets came back.
That's crazy.
I think they underestimated it too, potentially.
Your thoughts on that, John?
It's a tricky situation, really. I think if you would have been in the same leagues as Cardiff, Swansea, and played them regularly, then I don't think it would have been a big deal. The fact that you've not played them for so long, and I think I said in the Discord, it's probably the first time you would have played Cardiff, probably ever, where you guys were favourites, and rightly so, favourites to win the tie, and should have been the better team on paper as well as on the pitch. So I think it was you add all that together, and as a local fan, you'd say you know for all the years you've been, that stick has been beaten over the head with you that you're the poor brother, aren't you? And they're wonderful and they're always up there and you've always been down there. The one time you've actually got something to go back and think, this is our night, this is our day, and you go and turn that performance in. And I think obviously it was just a lot of factors. I think I said, it's like us. I'm not sure of the rivalry between Wrexham and Cardiff, but I mean, it's say, for example, we got Villa in the cup, and we haven't played them for a number of years. But even though they're in the Premier League, we're where we are. If Davis had put out like a second string side in the cup game against them at home, and we got done over by them comfortably, his head would be on a chopping block from the fan base. They would not accept it, because you simply can't do that against rivals. It's just a no-go, no matter whether it's a pre-season friendly or nothing cup or whatever it is.
Okay. Interesting. Take all that on board. The whole fans getting upset with Kiefer Moore talking to players after the match doesn't wash with me. These guys are professionals, but I understand the fans' point of view, but it doesn't wash with me.
I look at that too as, we did put in a horrible performance. I don't know why. I have no idea why. There's capable players on that pitch to go and do so. That kid in the middle of the park that plays for them.
The two brothers.
Colwell.
Oh my God. Just how much? Tell me. Get them. They're great players. We really didn't show up for that. And to Patty's point, I think if they underestimated what it meant to the fans, overall thing, like I know they care. I know every single interview is like, hey, what'd you think about the fans supporting it? Blah, 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 blah. All that shit at the end of every single interview they do. Well, Parkinson thought he can get it. I hate to say this because I was really giving him a lot of praise yesterday for the game in the league. I think he thought he can get away with it. And it wasn't there. Just wasn't there.
He technically has got away with it though, hasn't he? Because you beat Coventry.
Well, he has now. This will quieten a lot. Yeah.
If you would have lost against Coventry, oh my God, the noise would have been loud because the argument thrown back would have been you rested everyone in the cup, or you did that in the cup against Cardiff, you lost, and then you lost against Coventry. What was it for, sort of thing?
Yeah.
They rightly put on a performance and beat Coventry, where you'd say, well, that justified it in their eyes.
Shut that all down. It literally shut it all down. It's like close that up. That's out. It's over. That's done.
Yeah.
Really close it down.
Esteban's point here, I think because we're not locals, we can't quite understand it. Esteban, I can understand it. I just don't agree with it.
What are you talking about? The Kiefer Moore thing?
The Kiefer Moore thing and the passion about the fans, and they're not happy about that effort against what was a big Welsh derby for the fans and how it meant so much to them, and they don't want to see like Kiefer Moore like talking like with other players from the opposition after the match. The fact of the matter is, ultimately, these guys are professional footballers. When they play with everything, and when that final whistle blows, that's it. It's over.
It's a rival.
Yeah. No, okay. While I agree with what you say, Ken, as a general point, yes,
Okay.
I get.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Now, this is where I add the but. So take or leave what I just said, as you wish. I think that the big difference here as to why that argument has some little bit of logic to it is because nobody feels that the team went out on their shields in that cup match. They didn't go out there and just get beaten.
William Wallace.
They played badly.
Yeah, that's fair. I
agree. They looked like they weren't giving the extra 20% you might ask of them in this cup against a rival. And it's what John is saying, like, no matter what, even if you're playing a Prem team, you better go out there and you better look like you were trying for every goal, every shot, every pass, every tackle. And even if you lose, okay, well, then you've lost. But you better put up a good showing. And that I think is what made the argument against Moore have some little bit of weight. Without that, if they had gone out in the Shield, that would have meant nothing. And anybody who said it would have been, no, they fucking played their heart out. What are you on about?
Mm-hmm. And by the way, and everyone, sorry, Ken, he didn't say in Parkinson's interview afterwards, he didn't say they were 1 or 2 yards off. He said they were 5 or 6 yards off the pace.
Yeah.
That is like you didn't show up. You didn't even show up.
Yeah. And I agree with that. And people are disagreeing with me. Like, seriously, I couldn't disagree more with what you're saying. And I mean, and then Morgan says, sorry, Ken, first time in a long while, but you're really wrong. If you don't put any effort and lose a derby, you do not laugh with them. I'm not saying they didn't put in any effort. They did, but they were totally outplayed. And I agree with you from the point of view that you're not happy because you don't think our team played well enough in that match. I totally understand that. But what you've also got to remember is once that final whistle blows, it's over, and those players have to move on, and they have to have goldfish memory bowls, goldfish memories. It's as simple as that, because ultimately these guys play 90 minutes and it's on to the next game. And if they don't put in a performance like they did against Coventry.
Sorry, John, go ahead. My bad.
I'm going to say that's right, Ken, but not when you're playing a rival or a derby. If Villa came to our ground and done us 3-0 and we saw Stansfield laughing and joking with some of the Villa players as they were at the final whistle, he would absolutely get crucified by our fan base. You just can't do it. You just can't.
Yeah, I'll take all that on board. Look, and don't get me wrong, I thought our performance was absolutely terrible against Cardiff. But you cannot crucify a player. And I understand everybody's point of view about them unhappy watching Kiefer Moore have a laugh with an opposition player after the match. I totally get it. I just, coming from having played professional sport, the moment that final whistle blows, that's it, it's over. You have to be able to move on. And it does make, and it will upset fans. And guess what? That's fine. You want your fans to be passionate, and you want your players to turn it around and come back out and rectify the faults of a previous game. Unfortunately, they're not going to play perfect every game.
He did rectify it. You're right. Sorry, you're right. He did rectify it, though. They're not going to play perfect. To Ken's point, too, on that, I'll say that you ever watch a boxing match or a fight, like a professional fight?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they're like, they give a hug to each other. Not all the time, but we have a different fan base, and I understand. Like all this, both sides make sense. You know, yeah. I don't know if I can, punch my friend.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Could you walk up to a Cardiff fan after the game and like have a laugh and a joke? I bet if you asked most.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, because they're fans of their team, and I'm fans of my team. And some people can't do that, but I'm totally fine with that. And I say, fair play, congratulations.
Yeah.
You need to come to a Villa Blues game with me, Ken. And I'll see if you want to go and hug a few Villa fans afterwards. I think you'll change your opinion.
Well, I'll wear a Villa shirt and I'll come to the game with you, John.
You wouldn't get anywhere near the stadium wearing that, mate.
And maybe that's the problem.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh no.
Now we're going down a deep hole.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh.
But can I just stop
for next week?
Yeah, it's gonna be by the way, it's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday to my dad. Right. Happy birthday, Dad. Just gonna give him a big shout out today. What is going on here? This is a big mistake. Ken, I'm not even touching buttons. I'm not even gonna do it. I won't even do it.
I don't know, people. Look. I don't know.
What the fuck is going on here?
Oh my God. What is going on?
I've been replaced. I've been replaced by the blue bastard. I mean,
we need an origin story.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Origin story. What's your name? Where are you from?
Yeah.
My name is Aaron from over the hills and far away, and I've never watched Wrexham before, but
you watched the documentary?
I like to pretend that I have. I play a Wrexham expert on TV.
Okay. Well, play it right now and jump right into the head first into this conversation.
Okay, I'm beyond
right or wrong.
I only caught like the last 20 seconds as I was coming in, so I don't know.
That's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough. Yeah. You'll know whether he's right or wrong.
Yeah, I heard basically what I heard was Ken is a Cardiff fan, and yeah,
I'm the Villa fan.
And
I don't know. It's different for me because here's the thing. It doesn't. I understand what Ken's saying because it doesn't get that way here, but I understand why it's just not. It's different though. Like I understand why Wrexham fans in Wrexham would be fucking pissed. Like I get that, but I also get like if I'm watching American football and Tom Brady gets sacked 3 times by name whatever whichever. I can't think of his name. One of the kid at Pittsburgh or used to
Taylor.
Lawrence whatever. Yeah, whoever. Say a name. It doesn't matter.
JJ Watt.
Yeah.
Right. Watt. That's what I was trying to think of. Well, after the game, they give a handshake and say, "Hey, what's up?" Afterwards, that happens. Like, you know what I mean? That's normal for Americans. So I understand that, but I also think that I understand why it's not accepted over there. It's totally. Yeah, it's a different thing.
I think there's a difference. There's a respect, but then, like you said, if your player's laughing and joking with the opposition after you just turned in a shit performance and lost to your rivals, that ain't acceptable.
See, but that's totally normal over here, though. Like it doesn't, like that doesn't, like it wouldn't be completely out of, like that wouldn't be completely out of.
Your teams are thousands of kilometers apart.
Some of them are, yeah. Some of them are. I mean, some of them are. Even the ones that you hate, though, like even you get.
And why
you
should
don't really have like close rivals? You usually get rivalries like in the NFL are usually just the 2 best teams at the time. Like the big one that people talk about around here was always Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning, Colts versus Patriots. That was a big rivalry. But at the end of the game, like those players would, they'd shake hands and joke around a little bit, whatever. Like it wouldn't be completely like it wouldn't be completely crazy to see that. But that's American sports. I understand it's completely different, and I'm with John. Like I understand what John's saying. Like it because it is different over there. It's not. I can see both sides of it.
I love people's passion about this. I think that's great. You know, makes for an interesting conversation. I mean,
Aaron, did you see the X post by Mac?
Which one? Maybe I
one.
saw one
about the passion of his team, yeah, and the fans. Everybody focus on Aaron reading.
All right, yeah, sorry.
Okay, having spoken about a lot of the players, it's abundantly clear that the support they receive. I can't. That's too small for me. Yeah, someone else read it.
I already read it.
Oh, you did. Sorry, you did. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll read it. Okay. So, all right. Having spoken to Phil and a lot of the players, it's abundantly clear that the support they received against Coventry made a massive difference. It's hard to be that loud and positive energy every game for 90 minutes over an entire season, but I thought it worth mentioning that when the race course is rocking, anything is possible. This is your team. We're all invited and honored to be part of it. Support them in whatever way brings you joy, but know that for sure you are making a difference in their success. Thank you. Okay.
That is not a random message. That is not a random message. That is the management are absolutely aware of the local feeling after that cup match.
Yeah.
And he's trying to put it to bed. Look, we had a great result. Come on, let's work together. Let's not have division. You know, it's great when you're at the ground, support us. He knew it was up. That's not just a regular everyday message. They know how badly the feeling was after the cup match.
Yeah.
Aaron, sorry, Ken, I'm going to bogart your show again. Aaron,
no, please do.
Have you talked about the game since our big win, or are you just?
Well, I haven't had a chance to. No.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, easy win. I called it. I called a Wrexham win.
Light work. Light work.
Yeah, it was easy. I knew it would be. There's nothing to them. They're pushover, weak team. I mean, I did expect. I didn't expect the win. That was more of a hard overhead thing, but I did expect a big showing. Like I thought we'd look good. I think it just shows that I think he's starting to get an 11 that he likes. I don't think we're very deep past that. Despite the fact that when we look at the team, it's like, yeah, we look really good after that 11. I don't think there's that many. I don't think we're that deep. So I think we need to. There will be some changes. I mean, I think that's what it is. Is what it is. I think there's probably 13 or 14 players that are legit first team. Legit first teamers. Yeah. I think you get beyond that. I think you're starting to.
You're just waiting to be replaced.
And here's the other thing. I didn't get to talk about the Cardiff thing either. About that game. I think the one thing, the performance was terrible. I think the one thing everybody's got to remember, though, is that back three was not good. I think the first goal was a mistake by Thomason.
Yeah.
Where he basically gives the ball, but gave the ball to him right in front of the goal. And then the header, the other goal was Kiefer missing a header, missing a clearance, which he doesn't ever do. I know the performance overall wasn't great. I think they really only won it on two moments. Like it really was just a huge mistake from us. And then Kiefer just not clearing, getting ahead on the ball. 9 times out of 10, that ball gets cleared out of there because Kiefer.
10 out of 10, usually,
yeah. I mean, he just doesn't
miss two bad mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah, it just is what it is. I mean, it wasn't like the performance itself was terrible, but it wasn't like I wasn't so down. I thought when Parkey said, okay, this is fucking not working, and brought the guys in the second half, we looked a completely different team, even with what was it was 3 changes, I think, at halftime. I think he
Mhm.
brought in 3, and it completely changed. We looked completely a different team. Actually got on top of the ball and controlled the good 15 minutes or so right after halftime. Kiefer got the goal. I thought it did go a little flat out, but I think everything, like our build-up play, was terrible because that back 3 wasn't. You know what I mean? There just wasn't. I'm sorry, Connor Cody, the worst signing of the Parkinson era. It has to be terrible signing, and for the supposed money he's on, as signing was got to be the worst one. I'm sorry, it just.
You just kept
And
dancing.
I really liked. I loved hearing him talk when he first came in. I thought, this guy, this could be, and he's just not there, man. He is not at this level.
It's funny you say he's not at this level. He can't handle going down a level where it's a little bit different than being at the Prem.
Yeah.
Which is odd. It's a little bit more physical. Dan Scar for me all day. Dan Scar all day for me.
Don't get me started on Dan Scar.
He's great. Amazing.
Nah, he gave up that first goal against
Great.
Conference.
Best player in the league.
MVP.
All I know is
MVP.
Owen O'Connell wouldn't have been playing 3 yards deeper than everybody else that got a bit offside. Okay.
I knew this is where we were going.
I've been waiting to say that. I've been waiting to say that.
Dan
No,
Scar.
other than that, okay. In all seriousness, I agree. Dan Star has actually been really good since he came in.
Yeah.
That was a mistake, though.
It was.
He can't play that guy onside. You can't.
That hurt to say that.
That was bad.
That was a bad mistake. That was a bad mistake as well, because it weren't just like, slightly offside. He was like 3 yards.
John, you were in the chat. Sorry, Aaron. You were in the chat, John, and I was watching it. So it was Issa. So someone didn't drop, but he was deeper. But it should have been his man. It was over the top.
He
just
dropped.
Fell,
no one else
dropped
did
for no reason.
Yeah.
He was 3 yards deeper than the whole rest of the back 5.
He was.
Shouldn't have been there.
And he should have been there. There was no reason for it. If he plays where he should have been, he's offsides all day. That guy was 3 yards offsides if he's playing where he's supposed to be.
When the ball went through, the ref was looking at the linesman.
Yeah.
For, are you not calling offside? And the linesman was, no, look at him. He's fine.
Yeah. But other than that big mistake, he's been fantastic in a couple of games he's came in. So I've got
Ken, did you sell more houses? What's going on?
Something like that, yeah. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. But I mean, look, Wrexham to win the league, I think.
We're gonna battle out with Birmingham City. Yeah. We could really shoot up this. We could really shoot.
We can both make the playoffs, though.
I think so. I 100% think so. I do.
It would take exceptional play from both of us.
We'll have to stay healthy. Like, I mean, that Coventry game, or not Coventry, the Cardiff game showed if we lose much more, if Hyam or somebody like, I mean, if we're in trouble, we don't.
I actually think it kind of helps us out in certain ways. So this is the bad version, talking about injuries. January is what? It's literally less than 2 months away. Elliot Lee's not going to come back. He's not going to make this 25. That gives us an opportunity to go buy somebody in the midfield if you have to. And 3 months away now, too. Brunty, does he make the team? I mean, at least, I don't know, but at least gives us one open spot. One open spot for us to go and buy someone in January. I don't know if it's a defender or if it's a midfielder. But I think we're going to do something. And also, too, with the World Cup coming up, you got to do business now. Not to say that everyone in the championship is going to be in the World Cup squad, but business is going to be awful over the summer. So get your business done right now, no matter where we are. I'd go get a midfielder, hands down.
We also need proper coverage for both wingers.
Mm-hmm.
We only have one. Longman is not good enough as the backup. He can manage. He can do the job. But if we want to achieve a lot more this season, you need proper backup. Now, we're probably not going to be able to get it in January. I certainly don't expect to be able to cover both of them. But we have Barney on the right, who does not look good. Didn't look good in the cup match either. I don't think he is solid cover if we lose Kabore for any significant period of time. But then, of course, we have Longman will play better on that side potentially. because that's his natural side. But we also then need cover for the other side, Kakache. And we need Kakache playing. That's very clear after seeing this match as well. He is getting better and better. His defensive duties are excellent, and he's getting better in the attack. Because we showed with Coventry that we can switch wings and that they can't overload on Kabore out on the right-hand side as easily because we can switch it and we have someone dangerous enough in attack on the left now. So it spreads out that defense, stops them overloading easily.
Defenses are easily predictable to stop Barney and Longman. Just stand in front of them, then because they can't really. But Barney's really good in League. Was really good in League One, creating like another yard of space. But it's really tough for him to do that in this league for sure.
Yeah.
So do we think? I mean, I know what I think. Do we think Doyle slots right back in, or do you leave Scar?
I bring Doyle back.
I would too. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, higher ceiling. Scar is playing well at the moment, but I believe Scar is playing to the very best of his ability right now. He could play much worse. Cody has a higher ceiling. Put him in with the team. Let him get better.
Doyle, I mean.
Oh, sorry, Doyle. Sorry.
Yeah, I get that confused too.
Okay.
And the Morgan says Doyle for the balance. Plus that also pushes Hyam back in.
Yeah.
To his correct middle spot.
Yeah, and Doyle's a left. Yeah, Doyle's a left footer, so it makes sense.
I'll give you a hot mess. I'll give you a hot mess. Everyone want to hate me even more?
Yes.
Couldn't possibly.
Try it. Here we go. I drop Max. I put Hyam on the right. Scar in the middle.
Yeah, no chance.
And I put Doyle on the left.
No, because I'll tell you what, I think if it was up to Max, he'd have knocked freaking Scar. Did you see the face he gave Scar when he played that dude onside?
Mm-hmm.
Max looked at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
No, Scar's the one that goes off.
I swear you're not going to be happy until Max is sold to like
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Hashtag save Max.
You know what though?
First thing in the chat.
They'll sell.
There you go.
They'll sell Max. They'll end up selling Max. And then he'll be so mad about it. He'll end up being mad about it.
Let me tell you this right now. On record, Max is not good enough for the Premier League. I'm saying it right now.
Well, we're not in the Premier League.
Whoa. 1 minute, 12 and 44 seconds, people, in the show today. I want you to clip that up when we're in the Premier League and Max is playing and goes to another level again, who he has surprised me this year. I want you to play this back to Josh and make him eat his words.
Mm-hmm. Max is not Premier League quality ready. He's not.
Ready? No.
Will he be?
No.
Nope.
People are going to hate me for saying that too.
Not.
The Max could become a top-end championship player, but by the time he's a top-end championship player, he will be too old for the Prem. He's almost there already. Players cannot get out of the championship, and there's lots of players that people say, "Oh, he's good enough for the Prem." They're not, and they're too old.
Where's all our hashtag save Max people in the chat now? I want you to rip all of these people. Paddy, Josh, Killam. John shook his head, and John's only a Birmingham fan, so it doesn't matter.
Max staying with us.
I
take us all the way up the league.
To Paddy's point, and all your points, all to John's point, Max is a very good player. Max is really good. Max is not a Premier League defender. He's just not. If you put him up against Savinho, you put him against, I don't know, fucking Haaland. He will be in his diapers, back in his diapers.
Max, I want you to watch this. I want you to make these boys eat their words in a couple of years, mate. I'm telling you now.
And I hope he does. I really do.
Okay, all right. Even if you're right, okay, but you're arguing to keep Scar in over him. Are you saying Scar's worth playing in the Prem?
In the center of the three? Absolutely.
No.
And I'm a Scar fan. No.
There's a reason why he got sold to League One last season by a team that got relegated.
Yeah. Just the best back three I thought right now would be I thought Doyle's going to be pushed down because Haim's going to be on the left. If you push Haim to the right, Max gets dropped. You put Doyle in, which you guys are saying, and Max goes in the middle. That's it. So
just wait. In a second, Josh is going to name our back three. It's going to be Sam Smith, Ryan Hardy, and Ryan Barnett. Back three.
Okay. Mad Al's comment here. Villa seemed to think Max was good enough. We turned down the offer. I don't believe we did turn down an offer.
He's not going.
I don't believe that's real. Villa didn't.
Do you want to know what Villa's back line was today? Max is not getting that fucking side. I'm sorry, Aston Villa. He's not getting in that bench. He wouldn't, right, John? Someone back me up for God's sake. Jesus Christ.
Well, if you're talking Premier League level, let's be brutally honest here. Neither of us have probably got anyone in the entire squad which is probably good enough to play Premier League football.
Exactly.
Because if they were, they would be in the Premier League. They wouldn't be playing for Birmingham or Wrexham.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, okay, Matt.
Hate it when John makes sense.
Yeah. So hold on 1 second. Here we go. The back four today of Villa was Ding, Torres, Pau Torres, Konza, and Cash. Who's he putting out there? Konza? He's or Pau Torres or Ding? Ding. I don't say his friggin' name.
No. Ding Bat.
Ding Bat. He's not going.
Super chat, Josh. We got a super chat. $10 super chat from Marie for Josh. Sending him to the therapist.
I mean, if you're talking Villa, I mean, Tyrone Mings can't even get in the Villa defence.
I know.
And he's...
Thank you, Marie. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Marie. I will go use that $9.99, and I will go down to the bar, and I will buy myself an old fashioned.
Wrexham lager.
Yeah, the Wrexham lager. Yeah. He's not getting in that side. There's no way. Sorry, I apologize. There's just no way.
Actually, talking about getting in that side, the team of the week had 4 Birmingham players in it and 2 Wrexham players in it for the championship this week.
Did it?
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
Who were they?
Who were they? I will give them to you.
Well, keep them more.
Was it from last weekend or from this weekend?
This weekend, Kiefer Moore and Windass made the team. Mm-hmm. Doyle, Clara, Awata, and Cochrane for Birmingham.
Awata made it playing right back. Impressive.
Who was that? The header? Who was that? Was that the header he put in on the corner?
First goal, or we scored 3 headers.
Yeah, what a goal! Like just a bullet, just from 15 yards out.
Yeah.
Wow, what a goal!
Yeah, he's not known for that either, so we were all quite surprised. It was a great, apparently it was a training ground routine where they, it was literally put on his head. It was, planned.
Well done, good for you guys. Yeah, I'm rooting for Birmingham City this year. They're one of our fellows. Not rooting for Charlton, who we're going to beat 6-0 next week.
Oh, I had a thought earlier in the day to myself, and I might as well tell you guys. Who each season we've basically had a rival. Who's our rival this season?
Us. We're our own rivals. We're beating ourselves.
Wrexham's rival this year is Josh Anthony, who's trying to tell us all these players aren't good enough. But good question, Paddy. Good question.
Charlton.
No, we beat them last season. They barely came up with us, and that's why I absolutely want to beat them this season.
Welcome to the circus.
I don't think we've got one this year. Wayne Evans is saying Swansea. That's a logical choice.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't played them yet, so they could certainly become.
All right. Well, who do you think?
Nemesis.
Charlton.
I mean, everybody's always. If you mention Wrexham or Birmingham, you almost you almost have to mention the other. Like if you watch any of the other shows, I'm not saying this is not what I think. I'm just saying from the outsiders. Like if you watch all these other podcasts, they make a point about Birmingham and immediately they'll mention Wrexham. They make a point about Wrexham, immediately they'll mention Birmingham. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like they've grouped us together. It's almost like the outsiders trying to force that route. We're just like, yeah, whatever.
It's really tiring, isn't it?
Yeah, it's annoying.
You can't make fetch happen.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. You can name the movie in the chat if you want. Yeah.
But we have Norwich City, Stockport, Wickham, who got left behind us, Birmingham.
No. We beat Norwich, right? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. They were very ordinary that day. They were terrible. But so interesting question. I don't know that we got one this week.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of has to be Swansea, but we have to play the matches first. And see.
When do we play them?
A few more. Well, after international break.
Yeah. Yes, there you go. George got it right. Mean Girls fan. Yep. FYI, when's the last time all 5 of us were on a show together?
Wow.
Wow.
Which is why I hopped in.
Transfer deadline day, maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. Deadline day.
I put it up in the group chat earlier. Should we all jump on tonight? And nobody responded.
Yeah.
I saw it. I was busy. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it in, and then I finally got a chance, and I saw that you guys were still on, so I hopped in.
I've been working, Paddy. Sorry, I've got a job. You know, these things happen.
I've been chasing kids. That's what I've been doing.
Does anyone really know if he does have a job or just drives around?
I don't think he does. I think he just says he does.
Yeah.
Well, Uber's a job.
Yeah.
That's why his phone keeps going off. You know.
Yeah.
You're on something there.
Yeah. Nikki D, we will try to do this.
Josh gave away my phone number on the show the other day.
Have you gotten any calls yet?
No, but to be fair, you only have to look me up in Australia, and my phone number is readily available anyway. So that
go to any bathroom, and it's right on the wall on the bathroom.
for a good time. For a good time.
Hey! For a great time.
A great time.
It's not just good; it'll be great.
It'll be great. Ken is the glory hole down in Australia.
How can you say that, Josh? Seriously.
I love it. And also, he's a great golfer too. He's a great golfer. Yeah. Nikki D, we will try to do more of these. We will make an effort to do more of these. Yes, we will. 100%. It's just been a
rant show. It's not Rig and Rant. It's just rant.
It's just rant. So everyone's just kind of scattered and doing our thing, and it's been tough. But we will make an effort to do more of the shows. There you go, for sure. 100%.
It's been fun. It's been fun. I do have to go, unfortunately.
All right.
But I do
somebody just booked an Uber.
Someone on the channel just got your number. They're calling you for an Uber.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, well, Ken, you show, dude. There you go. Sorry, man. Thanks for having us on.
No, well, if you boys want to keep chatting, or are we going to call it stumps?
Up to you guys. I got to jump too. I got to do some stuff as well. But if you guys want to go, keep going.
I'm around.
Yeah, we'll let these boys go, guys. Okay. For me, it's been fantastic. What a great win by us. I can't believe bloody Birmingham went and stole our thunder and won 4-0. I'm pretty shitty about that. But we're the only team to beat Coventry. This team, according to Josh, the best team in the world right now, which was the biggest overstatement ever. But Josh, I did love your energy on the watch along. And boys, I'll put the games up for the tips through the week. Remember, we got footy tips again. So it was very impressive. Guys, on that bombshell, I'm out of here. Keep going. Have fun.
See you, mate.
Take care.
Someone's got to work, right? I got to jump too. But you guys gonna keep going, doing your thing?
Yes.
We'll see.
For a little bit, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't be on too much longer. It's 2:24 in the morning here.
Oh my god. Yeah. I gotta make some work, but it's good to see y'all. We have a big week coming up. Obviously, 2 games. All that stuff. But what are we doing? I'll be on tomorrow. And Patty, you're going to the game on Tuesday.
I'm going to the game on Tuesday. There will be no extra time with me anyway, unless someone else takes it.
Aaron, Don.
Hopefully, you're going to the game on Wednesday, not Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'll have to. I might be able to cover that. Depends on the timing. It just depends on work and what. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe.
Right.
Possibly.
John?
I can try to do extra time.
John wants to do extra time.
Well, no, thanks. No. Well, we play before you.
Would be a fun dynamic.
You play Wednesday, don't you? We play Tuesday night.
So you play first and lose, and then we win and jump you in the table.
Yeah,
that is a possibility. But the other possibility is we beat Millwall at home and you lose to Portsmouth, and then it all goes back to normal.
And then you'll have fun on the show, then, won't you?
yeah, it'd be great.
Hashtag save Max.
I gotta jump. I did some work myself. Thank you, guys. Have a good show. On that bombshell.
See you, buddy.
I'll see y'all soon.
Oh shoot. Oh, so what all have you guys talked about? I didn't see, so I literally
really.
We started with all the managers leaving.
Managers, coach. I didn't know if you guys had
managers
on
and
any of
stuff.
that stuff.
Yeah, we did a little bit of still. Obviously we'll cover it again tomorrow because it's championship stuff, but we went through briefly.
Gotcha. Oh shoot! Right on. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys want to keep going? Is there anything else you want to talk about? Was there anything that I missed that you want to put to me that you talked about earlier that I can Wrexham wise or anything?
Well, we were all happy about the match, I guess. So,
what was your thought? Let me ask you this: Okay, I mean, obviously the two top players were Kiefer and Windass, but beyond that, were there any standouts for you guys? I thought Ben Sheaf had his best game for us, personally.
Yeah, very solid.
I thought Lewis O'Brien was excellent. Take away that I know the missed chances, but I think your midfield's in trouble without him. I know a lot of people say he misses too many chances and that, but what he does as a midfielder in there, I mean, he's box to box, never stops running.
Yeah,
he pushes that ball forward.
Yep.
He gets us moving in the right direction.
So what do we think about that? I mean, I don't know if you guys talked about that at all. Having Sheaf and James
together. It's working.
I thought that was fantastic.
They can both pass.
Yeah.
That's the thing at the moment. James is slow. We know he's slow, but his passes are excellent.
Yeah. And when you've got, I don't think it matters as much that he's not that fast when you've got O'Brien in front of him and running like crazy. You know what I mean? You've got the help. And not that I don't think his speed's let him down at all. You know what I mean? Like I thought he's been fantastic the last few games, and he was fantastic in Scotlandry for sure.
I thought it was actually quite smart tactically by Parkinson, because I think Victor Torp, who is normally midfield for Coventry, of course, who's just come back from injury, didn't start the game, so they had Jamie Allen, and Jamie Allen's like 30-something years old and moves like a sloth. So I thought, well, there isn't really that mobility in there that should cause James and Sheaf that sort of problem. So I think tactically he got it spot on.
Yeah.
But also they were helped as well by the fact that they could actually move the ball to the left wing, which really helped out. Because we weren't always shoving it in the same channel. The balls were moving in different places. It was really nicely distributed across the team, across both wings. And then with O'Brien as well attacking through the centre, we were getting through them a lot.
I thought I take away, you guys played fantastically well, and I thought the one biggest thing I noticed in that game was what a few Coventry fans have said all season, is that their first 11's really, really good. They haven't got much behind it, because I think they were saying on the commentators that was 3 of their back 4 were changed due to suspension injuries, and I thought you could really tell. You could really tell that back 4 was not together, and I thought midfield they were particularly weak as well. They missed a few players, and of course they're missing Torp and Radoni and that. So I mean, I hadn't really seen them. I watched them against us and seen them on telly, and a few times they looked really good. But I thought, I could understand why some Cov fans are actually saying, they get a few bad injuries to a few players, they don't have much behind.
Yeah, and their podcasts have been mentioning that for the last couple of matches, saying that they got lucky in those matches. The weaknesses could be seen, but they managed to just play through it. They said Watford nearly had them.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I was talking to a couple of Portsmouth fans on the way out of the ground on Saturday, and they said to us, they played Coventry recently and lost at their place, and they said, oh, you know, you're absolutely light years ahead of Coventry. You know, Coventry only managed to just beat us and that, but you guys play far better, quicker, faster football. I thought, yeah, it's one game, isn't it? So, you know, but yeah, it's obviously the injuries and suspensions or whatever it is at Coventry might have, it's like any team, isn't it? You go on that high and then eventually it plateaus and slowly goes down. They don't just drop off a cliff, you know.
In other topics, Marie from SoCal, have you seen the starred comment? Do you know anything about it?
I saw it. I just saw a quick tweet. I've not looked into it beyond. I know that it happened.
Okay. We won't talk about it much then, but I'll show it. John, I assume you haven't come across this. Did we talk about the guy who broke into the race course and spent the night? Basically, he's a podcaster looking for content, jumped up and over the wall, went into the ground and stayed there most of the night, and went searching around, went opening all the doors to see what was locked and what wasn't locked, and found equipment and all sorts of stuff, and then put it up on YouTube. Oh, do you know what? I hope he gets arrested for it, because it would be a better use of the police's time than arresting people for stupid comments on social media. So maybe they would actually have a better job to do. But yeah, silly thing to do, I think, because even if he gets away with this one, if he keeps playing this game, he's going to get arrested somewhere for it. Someone's not going to be happy about it. And to be honest, I don't think it's a good look on the club to do nothing about it.
Yeah,
maybe they don't want the story, but I don't know.
Yeah, you can't let that happen. Yeah, you gotta go out. Yeah.
Some balls on him to do it. Look, although in fairness, if you're going to do it, you probably have a history and a record anyway. That you're not overly worried. Like one basic arrest isn't
so.
Damage.
So is he like? I mean, do people know who he is? I assume then. I mean, since he put it on YouTube, or is he?
Yeah, he is a YouTuber. But I was looking down through his comments, and some people were saying that, you know, oh, some of your comment was good, but now this sort of carry on, I'm unsubscribing. So it seems like it's a relatively new thing. I think he has done it one other place, but now he's talking about doing it other places. And he said on the video, oh, do you want me to spend the night in an IKEA and stuff like this? You know what I mean? Whatever. So
no, we'd like you to spend the night in a jail cell. Try and make it happen.
Yeah.
Shoot. Tez, does the team have overnight security? Yes, apparently they have one person who was sitting in his white car all night, not moving, not getting out, not doing searches around the ground. Yeah, and obviously nobody's monitoring cameras at that time of night.
Yeah. Wow.
Right, gents, I need to run. So,
all right, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Catch you tomorrow, guys.
Yep. Later, bud.
Okay. So yeah, maybe on that bombshell that Rob and Ryan need to shell out a few more quid now for some new cameras and motion detectors and a remote monitored system. You know, you can pay for these as a private individual, where if your camera registers movement, an office will actually check the cameras.
Yeah.
So maybe they need something like that at the race course now. A few quid will be spent.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It does seem. I'm surprised that the guy was able to get away with it. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I'd say they'll step their stuff up, I'm sure. But yeah, they should go after the guy. I mean, surely they can figure out who he is if he's put it on YouTube. I mean,
simple.
Yeah, can't be hard.
Got a known channel, absolutely. They can figure out who he is. Yeah,
for sure. How many is he like? Got a lot of subscribers, or
he's a few? Yeah.
Okay.
He's not 100. He's not 100-person channel. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. He's got some thousands.
There you go. Matt House says he'll do it for free takes. Matt out of the security, man.
Yeah, the guy said he's from Wrexham.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Matt Al said he is from Wrexham. I don't know if I didn't personally believe it, but he said he was a Manchester United fan and a Wrexham fan. And whatever. And he didn't even know the names of the owners.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, how much of a fan are you? You're not.
Yeah, this is a good point from Chris. A crazy person could have ruined the pitch. Yeah, I mean, if somebody wanted to really cause issues, they could have done something really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely gonna. Hold on, what? And he went on the pitch and
he ate a blade of grass to prove it was grass.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Now, at least he did say, I'm not going to go on the grass. I'm not going to damage anything. But then later he went to check that it was the grass wet because he wanted to sleep in the middle of the pitch. But yeah, I saw that comment. Yeah.
Oh shoot! I thought that's what we should have done. We need to talk to Josh about Man United. How's he feeling about him now? Does he still hate him? Where's he at with it? I think he was trying to pretend like he didn't even know who they were for a while, even though everybody knows he's their biggest fan.
Yeah, I'm absolutely in two minds about who's coming down in the Prem. Like in one half of me, I'm like, yes, bring down 3 brand new clubs that have never been relegated before, just to teach the Prem a lesson. And then the flip side of me is saying, fuck no, don't do that, because they're going to be in the Championship with us next season. So
I think, for being realistic, I still think I think Burnley's coming back down.
Yes.
Yeah. I think they're coming. I think
Sunderland will escape.
Leeds has a shot at staying up. I'm not so sure. I think Sunderland will stay up.
Will survive.
I think they've really got themselves in a good position. I mean, they're playing so well right now. It'd be hard to see. It'd be hard to believe seeing them drop off that much. You know, I'm thinking it's probably Wolves. I mean, Wolves. I mean, they're terrible. Wolves is awful. So I'm thinking it's got to be Wolves that ends up being the third team that comes down. So that's where I'm at. I if I had to pick right now coming down, I think it's probably Wolves, Burnley, and probably Leeds.
Leeds might not make it over the whole season. But they have a little outside chance.
Honest to God, I've not looked at the Premier League standings recently, within the last week. So I'm gonna look it up right now just to see what it looks like. But I know Wolves has been terrible. So, so it's right now in the bottom 3. It's Forest. Wow, Wolves, Forest, and West Ham are in the bottom 3. Burnley's in one place above, and Leeds 1 place above them. Yeah, I think Nottingham Forest will get that turned around.
Yeah, eventually.
I think they brought in Sean Deitch, so I think he'll get that team playing better.
So Chris asked here, Sunderland to beat the Yo-Yo. Yes.
So I mean, they're sitting 7th right now. They're sitting 7th on equal points as Tottenham in 5th. You know, they're actually and they've got a game in hand. Actually, they've only played 9. So they're
doing really well. They should be able to keep it going, at least at a level that'll help them survive. Now, we believe Sunderland's going to make it.
Yeah, right now, I mean, they're in with a shout of, European places, so which is ridiculous to think. I don't think they'll finish there. I think they'll probably finish somewhere around 9th, 10th, 11th, probably. But it does seem like they're going to beat the drop for sure.
Yeah. Okay, there's one more question here. I think we can answer quickly, and then we'll finish. Marie from SoCal, our friends in Sheffield Wednesday. If not bought and goes out of business, are the leagues reorganized? Okay. No, the leagues don't need to reorganize. Basically, they'll still just be removed. And what'll happen is one one extra. What is it?
Get one extra up.
What is it?
Get one extra up.
One
I think.
extra.
Yeah, I think so. I think we looked into this before, and I think that's what it ended up. It's happened before, and I think
there'll be one because they'll be essentially relegated down.
Yeah,
there'll be one extra comes up from
Right.
the league below to fill in the gap because
Yep.
they're not playing. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Also in Sheffield Wednesday news, there are now reports coming out that Texter has put in a 10 million bid for Sheffield Wednesday. So, or he was just about to do it. So we have had our first bid basically come in. Also in news I heard this week that I didn't speak about with Wednesday. It turns out that if the debtors are not paid 25% of what they're due when everything is all done, they will get another penalty of a points deduction, which is almost certain to be given to them next season. So if Chancery keeps his debt to the company, he's one of the last to be paid. So he will get a lot less if he demands that it should be paid back, because everyone else kind of gets paid first. But his debts will then be counted as part of the entire debt. And if the entire debt is not paid back to 25%, then they will end up with another penalty next year. So whoever buys them could go down to League One and then also have another 12-point penalty to try and get over to come back up in first season. I'm not absolutely sure it's 12 points. I think it is again, but definitely another penalty incoming if he doesn't wipe his debt and if they don't achieve 25%, which I thought was really interesting, and I wasn't aware of that.
I hadn't heard that either.
and we have on that bombshell. Okay, here we go. Houseification. Chancery is a petty prick. Right, guys, on that bombshell, we will see you soon. Take care. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.